now, though, we are going to be chatting about the Africa Rail Conference. Now, that's getting underway at the Sandton Convention Centre today. Now, the event in its 25th year serves as a platform for rail operators, government officials and investors to collaborate in the sector. Over 5,000 delegates are expected to attend. Katlego Legodi joins us now from Sandton. Good morning and good afternoon at least. Talk us through the significance of this event.
A very good afternoon to you, Juliet, and to our viewers at home. Minister Barbara Creecy delivering a keynote address at day one of this Africa Rail Conference underway at the Sandton Convention Centre. You're right, over 5,000 of those delegates are streaming into Sandton to really talk about and look at the plans that are underway from South Africa, but from other countries as well, in terms of the learnings that can come through here in terms of the rail sector. The minister just addressing various of those delegates here, and yeah, we're going to try to just bring her into the picture now. Minister, apologies for that. I know that it's a hustle and a bustle, but thank you very much for joining us on the SABC. We see South Africa saying that really we are starting to move, and you are talking about the master plan, the rail master plan, and various of these interventions that are underway to try by all means to capitalize on the railway sector. What is it that we're bringing here, this being the 25th installment of this rail conference?
Well, I think, as you say, over the last 6 months, rail reform has really escalated in our country. In December, we issued the network statement, which was the menu and the price for third-party operators on the Transnet line. What this means is that in addition to Transnet freight rail, other private sector operators can now operate on the Transnet network, and the idea of that is to try and increase the volume of freight that we're carrying on this network, because we understand that the problems in the logistics sector are still an abiding constraint on our economic growth and job creation. What we've also issued in recent times is a request for information on 5 priority freight corridors. The fiscus doesn't have enough money to upgrade those corridors. We are looking for private sector investment. Obviously, we want to make sure that the network will remain state-owned so that we can ensure interoperability. We're setting up an economic regulator so that there needs to be control over pricing, and pricing needs to be favorable for those who would want to transport goods, but also, of course, for economic growth. The long-term vision for rail in our country is going to be laid out in the Master Rail Plan that will be issued for public comment later this year. This plan will talk about the future developments in both freight and passenger rail. Across the world, people are turning back to rail as a more efficient, cost-effective and environmentally friendly means of transportation. South Africa is part of that movement, and we need this longer-term vision to guide the work that we will be doing.
There is also emphasis on the partnerships because we see at least a whole lot of people here from the private sector as well looking to come into business with government where the rail sector is concerned. You have actually opened up an online portal looking at these unsolicited approaches that you've been getting as a department, and we hear that there have been a lot of interest where this sector is concerned. Please just give us an update on where are we, where that online portal is concerned.
Well, this is an information gathering exercise to guide bids that Transnet would be putting out later this year. There's been tremendous interest. In fact, we've been overwhelmed by interest. And as a result of the interest and the requests we have received, we've taken a decision to keep the RFI open until the end of May. By the end of May, everybody will have needed to submit their information. And as I say, that information is going to be guiding the future bids that Transnet would be putting out towards August this year.
And just before we let you go, Minister, please give us an update on the work that you're doing with Metro Rail. We see you talking about also, projects around the BRTs that we've seen playing themselves out. And you are saying as government that we really have not been getting the best out of some of these projects. Some of these projects are not even in completion right now. Maybe give us a sense of the approach going forward, especially where the BRTs, Metro Rails are concerned.
Well, with regard to Metro Rail, I'm pleased to say that PRASA has now ensured that 34 of our 40 priority lines are now operational. And later in the next couple of weeks, we will finally open the Cape Town Central line, which has been one of the major lines that has been delayed during the course of this rehabilitation that has taken place since the COVID pandemic. The BRT is the bus rapid transport system. Most cities have spent quite a lot of money on infrastructure, but we haven't really seen a lot of buses operating at an affordable price for passengers. We are going to be doing a review of that process, and we do hope that that review is going to guide us on future investment so that whatever money we do invest will be directed towards making sure that passengers have better services.
Minister Creecy, thank you very much for giving us your time on the SABC. The Transport Minister Barbara Creecy there, just giving us an update on the work that is underway here in South Africa. We see her engaging with fellows from Zimbabwe. There are those from Namibia that are here as well, Nigeria as well, just sharing ideas here. But South Africa are saying it's open for business, and we are seeing a little bit of a move where the railway sector is concerned. Juliet?
Thank you very much for chatting to us there. Katlego Legodi coming to us live from Sandton, where the Africa Rail Conference is being held.